Okay, we're back. So I grabbed a stack of gears here, cam drive gears. I have hundreds of those. So we can measure this gear and compare them to those, see what we got. And I also have some, there we go. I have a couple of new pinion gears here, and I got a black one, which is the smallest one they make. You go in the parts book here and you can read the size dimensions right here. And if you read it, the smallest one down at the very bottom there is the black. They're color coded. So I know they're black and I know what size it's supposed to be. And we have gauge pens to measure the gear teeth with. We have a 108 and a 105. Now I have it marked down as being 105 is what I use for the late gear, 108 is the early one. Late being 77 to 89, and the other one's 77 on back to 54. So these are gauge pins here. So they're precision ground to the dimension that they're in the package, what they say they are. So we're going to go ahead and measure these. The first thing I'm going to do is measure up the pinion gear, as I did with that package of them. Lost them. So we're going to measure this to see if I got the right gauge pins. We already know the size the gear is supposed to be. So if it's not, then we know there's a problem. And this one here is a red one. This one here is a yellow one. Alright, so I'll measure up the red one here. The problem is no color on this thing. Nice small mic. Now basically what the gauge pins do, you put it between the rollers, between the gear teeth, 180 apart, like that, and then you measure, and that will give you the pitch diameter, or at least a reference to the pitch diameter. It's not accurately a pitch diameter, I don't think. Okay, I'm getting 1.475 and change. And it's supposed to be 482, 483. So these were the small pins, so it appears that the pins are the wrong ones. We need to use the 108s, which give us another 6 dial dimension, which will put us in the ballpark of what we're supposed to be. Or I was on the wrong tooth when I was measuring. We'll see which one of the problems it was. Okay, now I got 83 and 3/4, 183.7. Red is supposed to be 1838 through 41. So that'd be 84.1. So this is right there at the very low end of that number. Okay, so we're going to be using 108 gauge pins and not 105 because obviously that's what size I'm supposed to be using. Okay. Now for the cam gear I use a bigger mic. Same plan though. Get the measure between the pins to get a diameter. Now the book doesn't give me the diameter for the cam gear because they don't sell you that piece. But you can get that from other information. I think it's in the service book, they might give you the info. It's not in the parts book though. So this is like 2.774 looks like. So let's go grab another gear here. See what we got to choose from here. It's way way smaller, so it must be on the wrong tooth. Yep. Okay, this one here is 5.5 thou smaller. That's a big change. Let's double check, make sure I was measuring this correctly. Yep. Alright, so this is 5.5 thou less. This is an old sifting cam gear. This here is a Crane multi-gear indexable cam gear. So you can turn into a fireball cam if you do that. Or not fireball, high roller cam were adjustable. Fireballs were fixed. I literally have probably 300 of these new ones. I put all that Crane stuff out. So if you want indexable cam gears, I have a bunch. Okay, this one is about 1 1/4 less. So that's not much. I don't think 1 1/4 is going to do what we need. Okay, this one here looks like a genuine Harley cam gear. There's no markings on it, so I'm assuming this is a genuine Harley one here. Must be on the wrong tooth. Yep. Appears to be a winner. So we're 1, 2.5 thou less. That's enough to make a change. Noticeable change. Let's see. These teeth look really good. I don't really see any wear on them. You want to look at the flanking of the teeth here, and you want to have a nice lapped, smooth looking surface, no marks in there on both sides of the facing. So that one looks good. Okay, so that means we got to change out our gear here. So what kind of cam is on this bike? Let's see, looks like some kind of a screaming turd cam. Yeah, that's what it looks like it is. So it's a Screaming Eagle cam. No wonder it's a piece of crap, it's made wrong. You can see on the teeth how heavily worn they are on the rough ground finish they have in the tooth there. So, my guess is the old one was tight also. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and swap that one out. It's going to be interesting to do. Now, these are the tools for Crane cams for changing out their gears. I also have other ways of doing this. This is quicker and easier if it works. So that's why we're going to use it, if it works. Basically, you got 3 pins in the bag here that we use for alignment purposes. And that is not going to fly on this application. You got a Crane cam, that groove on the back side right here is real narrow, and this pin goes in the groove. allows you to line between two teeth. This cam is real fat like an Andrews, so you can't use crane system. So we're not going to be able to do it easily. So I got two options. Find me an Andrews gear. Andrews gear has two marks right here, and they line up with their groove down in the inside if you look at that. So if I can find an Andrews gear that will work, I can use that. So let's see what else I got in my stack here. These ones here. There's an Andrews gear, but there's no marks on it. That makes it hard to use. Here's one that has marks on it. So we got to measure this, see what size it is. If we're lucky, it'll be what I need. It's a lot smaller. This is 4.5 thou less. Same as the sifting. Alright. Okay, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to screw around, I'm going to go ahead and press off this gear. And I'm going to press this one on that has the marks on it because I know where to go. So that way it's real easy. I can just line it up right here. When I press it on, it'll be pretty much right on the money. That's quick and simple. Alright, let's go with the press. I'll show you how to do that.